everyone, how are we today? Just doing an all signs reading today, looking at love, okay? More specifically, going to be asking what's the next important thing happening for you in love and romance, okay? So please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Please leave a comment and a like on the video if you do watch. I really appreciate that. Also, this week I've got here the Kauai lenormand, as well as the Mystic Love Oracle. Okay, so we're going to just be doing a sort of quick sort of check-in, finding out what the next important thing for you in love and romance is. I do apologize in advance for any coughing. I have been really sick last weekend, and it's still catching up on myself here and my health. I do have a bit of a cough that has been lingering, so hoping for the best, guys. But starting with Libra today, okay? And sorry about my hair; it's a bit needs a good hair dye and a wash as well, but whatever. But I'm going to start with Libra today. As always, I will take timestamps, so if you do see me looking aside, that's probably what I'm doing. Okay, Libra. Next big important thing happening for Libra in love and romance. Next thing of importance for Libra in love and romance. Upcoming, what does Libra need to be aware of with love and romance? I'm going to grab 3 of those, I believe. Okay, so firstly we have the Friends card, so influences. Okay, that in a love reading, I do feel as though this is the influence of friends in your love life. Are you seeking a lot of advice of friends? Are you asking friends for advice about things, those sorts of ideas, or do you have somebody maybe in your ear a little bit about love stuff when it comes to you and your love relationships, whether you are in a commitment already or whether you are looking for a commitment? The influence of friends is coming through as important for you here in the near future. So I do feel that for some of you, this is, it's kind of going both ways here, Libra, that for some of you, you're needing to ask the advice of friends, whereas for others of you, if you're not currently, so that would be if you're not currently talking with friends about love stuff, whereas for others of you, there's actually somebody in your ear a little bit, maybe, because friends, yes, they're trying to look out for our personal, like our best interests, but a lot of the time there is a bias that comes through with friends. So I do feel that for some of you, there is somebody in your ear a little bit, making you think certain things about love, but maybe they just don't understand, this connection or this actual person that you're dealing with here. So for some of you, there may be somebody, or I feel like if that's the case, they're sort of already in your ear here. So if you're someone who hasn't recently been talking a lot about love and romance with friends, then I'd automatically presume that that's the other category for you there. Okay, but we do also see proposal, the commitment card. Okay, so regardless of, even if you're married already, if you're already been proposed to, this is just that leveling up with the commitment, making stronger commitments to each other. So even if you're single, this definitely could be a commitment coming in for you, but it is that leveling up. Whatever your situation is right now, in the near future, this is the next important thing for you, is that there is a level, another step forward in this commitment for what you're looking there, especially with this new love, renewed hope card. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you may be in a commitment already, and there has been a few, questioning, especially if you've had a friend in your ear telling you this about this means this, and sometimes it can happen. You know, but there's this renewal coming through. That's the step up for a lot of you here, is that there's a renewal of the love, and it's you know, new aspects to the love between you and this person. You know, and once again, for those of you where you're single, brand new love coming in for you there. Okay, but we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. Okay, Libra. Next important stuff going on for Libra in love and romance. Whoa, that's like way too many. Okay, so we'll do 3 and then 3, I think. Starting off with you today, Libra. So, you know, the first sign I do is always where I sort of work out exactly, you know, usually I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing, but sometimes I get drawn to, you know, do an extra card or one less card or whatever. So we're going to stick with 3-3 for you today. So we have book coming through first. So we are seeing that this is, you know, a solid character in the story of you, Libra, here in the future. So we are working towards, you know, writing that next chapter of our love. You know, I do feel that for some of you here, what I do have next here, we have the anchor and then the ship. Okay, how vivid are these cards? This is a new deck as well, guys. So I'm loving how vivid they're showing through in the camera there. So the anchor and the ship, so, you know, very connected, interconnected energies there. You know, with the anchor being part of a ship. But what we do sort of see is that the anchor is actually showing us that, you know, you have felt in the recent past there has been a bit of a stalling. You've been feeling a little bit maybe stuck, and that this connection's not moving forward. We've already seen there with those oracle cards that we are looking at an upcoming, you know, forward movement for you here, and we're seeing that again with the ship. For some of you, this is outright talking about, you know, you are going to be traveling with this person in the near future. That's something important coming up for the both of you, that you will be traveling together, starting an actual physical journey together. You know, it can talk about all forms of travel, even though we do see the ship energy there. It can talk about all forms of travel, you know, planes and cars and what have you, even just, you know, getting out and about and spending more time together. You know, taking an effort to, you know, go out together, you know, because I'm getting just this energy of distancing yourself from home life. So if, you know, the home life is feeling a little bit stuck and stale, that you're kind of like, well, do you know what, maybe we should go out and spend some time together at the park and you know, just get back to, you know, that sort of more fun date kind of energy between the two of you here. We do see with the anchor a lot of reliability in the long term here, that this person, you know, they really do have a lot of, you know, dependability when it comes to this connection. And they're ready to, you know, we do see new chapters, new journeys, definitely coming through in this connection here. And you know, I feel like for a lot of you, this person becoming more reliable to you, you know, as we move forward with this connection, that maybe where that renewed hope is coming from, because you're finding this person to be actually starting to, you know, really understand that they need to be more dependable and more reliable, and, you know, be your anchor through the storm, so that no matter how crazy that storm is, that ship is staying steady, and you're staying steady together and moving forward together, rather than being swept apart. Okay, that anchor holds you safe and steady. Okay, so overall, I do feel as though, yeah, the next important moments for you, for some of you, definitely travel, but there is some sort of a leveling up that's giving you some sort of renewed hope here in this connection. So, you know, I hope that goes really well for you, Libra. You're more than happy to check your other placements, of course, or check your, you know, cross-watch your person's placements as well. For now, we will move on over to Scorpio. Okay. So, Scorpio. Next important things happening for Scorpio in love and romance. Have one flying on out there, Scorpio. Next important things happening for Scorpio in love and romance. upcoming important energy for Scorpio. Okay, interesting. Ugh. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so that one that flew on out here, we have the twin flame card. The twin flame card. Divine connection coming through for you here, Scorpio. And that kind of flew on out. So very interesting. But this is somebody, I feel like this is somebody that you don't know yet. We have the dating card, meeting somebody new. So this is somebody, you haven't met this person yet, but you know, when it comes to twin flame energy, that divine connection energy, you're already connected in the energy. They already are in your energy. So even if you haven't actually met this person yet, they're there for you, ready to go kind of energy is what I'm getting. And I do feel as though it's going to go pretty quickly between you and this person. You're going to sort of meet this person, start dating this person. And then we do have the proposal, commitment. Okay, so, you know, it doesn't necessarily talk about an actual, you know, wedding proposal. Although, you know, if you are already connected to this person, you know, that definitely could be on the cards there for some of you here. It's all about that leveling up, that you know, committing to each other in a different way to what you currently are. All right. So even if you're already in a commitment, you know, it's deepening the commitment and making new commitments to this person. So, you know, like making promises. I'm getting for some of you here that there may be, you know, a promise being made between you and this person, that it's like, you know, for some of you, it's a promise of like, you know, we're going to wait this long and then we're going to start thinking about having children. We're going to wait this, like, you know, I'm kind of getting that kind of energy of we're having a conversation about, okay, this is the plan for the commitment. This is what we're, you know, the plan is that we're going to, you know, I'm getting a waiting period. We're going to wait a certain amount of time and then we're going to, you know, start thinking about either having children or getting married or, you know, whatever that is in your particular situation. I am picking up on this waiting period. So for some of you, that's that waiting period is that dating, that making sure that we are firm in you know, meeting new sides of each other as well. But there is a very strong connection here between you and this person. So I definitely am picking up for a lot of you haven't met this person as of yet. Okay, Scorpio. Next important thing happening for Scorpio in love and romance. Next important thing happening for Scorpio in love and romance. I just saw on the timer there too, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is coming through. There's a strong destiny. There is a lot at play here. At the bottom of the deck, I've got the stars coming through as well. So there's a hidden wish here, a hidden desire for this commitment. So, you know, I do feel for some of you, you may be sort of saying to yourself, you know what, I'm happy to be dating people, but I'm not going to be jumping into any commitments. But I am feeling that for some of you, once you meet this person, you change your mind really quickly and you do realize that, you know, it's not that I don't want a commitment, it's that I don't want a commitment with the wrong person. It's kind of this energy of been waiting for this specific person, and now that person makes me realize that I do have wishes here for some extra layer of commitment with this person. Whereas, you know, initially I was kind of like, no, I'm just dating, I'm just seeing how things go. You know, so this person really does stir you up. We have the stork here. Okay, so I am feeling that, you know, I've never really picked this up in the stork energy before. This is a brand new deck though, and we do see different imagery in new decks. And this particular stork has got their bags packed. You know, so I am getting that for some of you, there may be a little bit of baggage coming in, you know, with this new connection as well. Especially when the next card I've got is the cross, which sometimes can talk about carrying burdens. So I do feel as though there is a little bit of baggage coming along with either yourself or this person when we're first initially meeting. There may be a bit of baggage there. But usually, that stalk is really all just about, getting ready. It's that I feel like that's why they've put that imagery in there, because it's like it's where you're packing your suitcase. You're not actually leaving yet, but it's the moment in time where you're packing your suitcase. A lot of the time that comes through more so, in a thinking kind of sense, where you're coming up with new ideas of what you're wanting, of where you're wanting to go, before you actually go out and take action towards those things. But we are seeing it in a much more visual kind of representation here, where you're packing your bags, you're getting ready to embark on this new journey for yourself. So you haven't actually left yet, you haven't actually met this person yet for a lot of you, but you are packing your bags, getting, in the energy of yourself here. It's starting to stir up. It's starting to get stirred up that this person is coming through very soon. Okay, so I do feel that for a lot of you, you're going to be meeting this person very, very soon. Like I said, we do have the cross there, which can, refer to that baggage as well. But ultimately, I am getting from this cross, because the next tree, the next card I've got is the tree. Okay, and both the cross and the tree both can have heavy spiritual significance here as well. So especially the cross, we all know that as a symbol of religion and spirituality and those sorts of things. But there is definitely a sense of destiny. It's like meeting the right person at the right time kind of energy. It's this, you meet this person and all of a sudden you're realizing this is where my wishes lay, this is where my destiny truly is, this is what I've been desiring without even realizing it. This is, everything happening in a very divine time. It's a very divinely touched connection here. The tree does let us know that there is a sense of destiny attached to that tree energy as well. It's like I'm getting from that tree energy, I'm getting, messages coming through like your ancestors bless this connection. And, this is, I feel like this is part of your family tree. This is meeting the person that is, going to be part of your future family tree. So, 30 years from now, I'm just sort of picturing a small child drawing their family tree, and your divine connection is in the branches here. So, there's a future here with this person. There's definitely, they become a part of you yourself. It's a spiritual connection for a lot of you as well, that you do have a very strong spiritual connection with this person. Like I said, right from the word go there, this person's already in your energy. Okay, that connection already exists between you. And then when you meet this person, it's kind of like a soul recognizing another. I kind of feel here that I feel for a lot of you, some of you may already know this person, but you haven't met in a physical level. And then when you meet this person on a physical level, it's kind of just like, I'm kind of just, because I'm getting this like, it's out of Hotel Transylvania, that the zing. Okay, the zing. It's like you touch this person and you feel like you get an electric shock when you touch them, because you all of a sudden it all kind of makes sense that, oh wow, this is the person, this is my person. So I do feel that some of you are going to be definitely having that sort of spiritual moment when you do meet this person, that it's just going to feel right, feel like that missing piece that you've been looking for kind of energy. So with the tree, though, we do sort of see that, I feel as though it's important for a lot of you to just focus on yourself, focus on loving yourself and putting yourself into that right vibration to, bring this person into your life completely. It's very loving kind of energy here. Unconditional love coming through there, being very spiritual, connecting with nature at the moment may be important for you as well, Scorpio. To for some of you, I'm feeling like, there may be something about, actually meeting this person at a tree. Like for some of you, you may be, going on a date, organizing a date in a park or something, and sort of being like, well, meet me underneath the big tree, and that's how you'll know where we are. Like that's how we'll know where to meet. So I'm picking up on that for at least one of you there as well, that there could be a physical tree. Because I'm also seeing like, it's like movies where they carve their initials into the tree, that kind of thing. that sort of cutesy. It's coming through very cutesy when you first start sort of dating this person. There may actually be some relevance to an actual tree. Okay, very interesting. But that's what we've got for you, Scorpio. You're more than welcome to, cross-watch your person's sign or, check other placements as well. But for now, we'll move on over to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Next important thing happening for Sagittarius in love and romance. What's coming up next for Sagittarius in love and romance? Sagittarius. Okay, so firstly we have the social media, keeping tabs. Pardon me. So there may be somebody keeping an eye on you on social media, but the interesting thing is when I'm seeing that keeping tabs, I'm hearing keeping tabs open. Like there's something about you or this person keeping tabs open, that you're, being very social. I am getting more of a social rather than a stalky kind of watching you vibe. I am actually just getting that social kind of energy where you and this person may run in the same social circles, and I am getting this keeping tabs open reference where it's, very much like you both, maybe meeting each other and hanging out and being, whatever, but keeping the door open that, I'll see what else comes along as well. I'm not sure yet exactly what's going on. We do have the party, having fun. So it does feel very casual, social kind of energy. But we do also have intimacy and bonding. Okay, so I'm picking up for a couple of you here, Sagittarius, that this, out and out is just a little casual thing, like a situationship going on here between you and somebody, that there is, keeping those tabs open, keeping keep having fun and having intimate moments with, bonding with this person, but, not closing yourself off completely to other options. So I do feel as though you probably have quite a lot of options, and at the moment you're just sort of taking it easy, taking it breezy, seeing what comes along, being very carefree, and just having fun with it at the moment. But we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. Sagittarius. Next important things going on for Sagittarius in love and romance, please. Love and romance for Sagittarius. Next important thing going on for Sagittarius. Oh, okay. I am seeing here that whoever this person is, I'm kind of just feeling like for a lot of you, you may have not sort of embarked with this person as of yet, because, we are looking at the next important thing rather than the current important things. So for a lot of you, you may not have sort of jumped into this little casual thing just as of yet. But ultimately there is the potential that you may take a risk on a take a chance on having an actual relationship with this person. We do see the bonding happening there. It may lead to more for some of you, but ultimately I do feel as though, I feel like what I'm picking up here with the lenormand is this person's energy. So although we have the heart, how beautiful is that card in this deck? It's gorgeous. I absolutely love that card. We also have the coffin. Okay, so I am kind of picking up this solid message that this person, flip it as necessary, Sagittarius, but I am picking up that this person, they feel as though the potential for them to love has ended. They're feeling as though I'm just picking up someone who's a little bit jaded, a little bit of given up on love kind of energy. The coffin does talk about a death and a rebirth. Okay, so for some of them too, we do see the mice coming through here as well. So for some of them, they are trying to, they're more focused on trying to get back with an ex. They're focused on the past for sure. They're focused on, as soon as love, I feel like as soon as love starts to stress this person out, they're out. Um, they would rather lose love than allow it to stress them out and make them, feel as though they're put in a box here. They feel very restrained by emotion, and they're feeling as though, they're trying to tell me that love is not an emotion that I'm dealing with right now, kind of energy. For some of them, they are trying to, have a reconciliation with somebody from their own past. That does feel separate to you, Sagittarius. So for some of you, they are trying to reconcile, or they will be trying to reconcile with somebody like an ex of theirs, something like that. They're focused on a past breakup is basically the vibe I'm picking up here. Whether that be just because they're like emotionally, I keep hearing rat shit. They're like, emotionally, I'm rat shit, and I can't even think about love at the moment because I'm still too tied up on that past situation and how that ended. For others of them, they are in that stage where they're trying to they're actively wanting to get back with that past person. They feel as though love has been taken from them unfairly, and that they're not willing to expend love because they feel that love just gets taken from them. This person's just feeling a bit, they're not in the right headspace to actually move forward in a connection at the moment, and have it be a connection. It seems to be a very short-term, fun, physical thing rather than anything deep with this person. Okay, so that's what we've got for you, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch these persons, but here we'll move on to our Capricorns. I'll just take the timestamp for you, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Next big important thing in love and romance for Capricorn. What's the next most important thing Capricorn needs to know about love and romance? Next big important thing for Capricorn with love and romance. Once again, my Capricorns, you've been going through it, Capricorn. I'm not going to lie. In the last, because I've been watching a few things with the astrology at the moment with Capricorn, have like Pluto has moved from Capricorn into Aquarius. It's now moving back. It's moved back into Capricorn. So it's like, and this has been like a 15-year cycle, and this is going to be sort of ongoing pretty much for the rest of the year. I think it goes back out of, Capricorn like toward October, November-ish. So this year, this is a big year, I feel, for a lot of Capricorns, that there's a lot of things going on, in the astrology for Capricorn. And this last eclipse does seem to have, really started to solidify things for Capricorn in certain directions. And, the past 15-year cycle, especially the last couple of years for Capricorn there, we're just finding a moment where we're needing to actually, finalize those lessons that we've learned, finalize the changes that we're making, having a complete switch here. I do feel as though for a lot of, like, I've been picking it up, for the last few months in the Capricorn readings, a very, very spiritual connection for a lot of Capricorns at the moment, and a lot of, spiritual awakening for a lot of Capricorns coming through in the last few months. That is spiritual awakenings and realizations. Okay, so like personal epiphanies. So a lot of Capricorns focusing on that side of life. It's a big cycle for Capricorn, learning to, let go of control, let the universe take control of certain things in life. It's a big thing, and it's been an ongoing sort of struggle on and off for Capricorn. But Capricorn, you seem to be connecting to the universe in a way that we haven't seen Capricorn connected for a very long time. Okay, so a lot of Capricorns are coming into their spiritual awakenings or have been going through heavy duty sort of spiritual awakenings, ascensions, self-epiphanies, self-growth, self-actualizations, all those sorts of things. For love at the moment, we are seeing that for a lot of you, it's awakening the side of you that it has the anxieties and the worries. Okay, we have anxiety and worry here. The reason we're seeing anxiety and worry, we have intuition and inner knowing. I feel like a lot of you are worried that your intuition is not right. You're struggling to trust your intuition a little bit here, Capricorn. Being such a realistic, logical sign, sometimes it can create a bit of worry. Sometimes spiritual awakenings can create anxiety and worry because when you go through that sort of stuff, you literally have moments where you are like, am I going crazy? Do I need to lock myself into a mental hospital? Am I discovering I have some sort of random mental illness I never knew about? It feels like that sometimes, Capricorn, especially with the dark nights of the soul and all those sorts of things. A lot of the time, anxiety is a part and parcel of all that. I'm kind of feeling for a lot of you, I feel a need to tell you to stop questioning your intuition. And I'm getting because I'm a Capricorn as well, and I am picking up that connected to this anxiety and worry. It's telling me, it keeps reminding me, you're so impatient, because I always talk about how I'm a very impatient person, whereas Capricorn is, supposedly a very patient sign. And I get very impatient in the sense of, when my intuition tells me that something is going to happen, I'm kind of like, okay, cool. When? Show me. And I expect it to happen immediately after my intuition's like, yep, this is going to happen, and I expect it to happen immediately, and I put this controlling factor on it where I expect a certain time frame. I have an expectation that if my intuition tells me something is going to happen, that means that my intuition is telling me because it's going to happen very soon. But sometimes when it doesn't happen immediately, that's when that anxiety, that worry comes. Why would my intuition tell me that that's going to happen, and I'm not seeing any proof of that? So I feel like this is what's going on for a couple of you here, that it's the impatience, and that's what's creating the anxiety, the worry that, hang on, is my intuition wrong here? Because there's no proof of it. There's no proof. There's nothing's happening. Even though my intuition's telling me this is happening or this is going to happen, I'm not seeing any actual proof of that. And then that's setting off the anxiety, the worry. Okay, so for a lot of you, that's part of the realization, part of the epiphany that we're going through at the moment is, sometimes your intuition is telling you things that are going to happen for you 20 years from now, 10 years from now, 5 years from now. But, so a lot of the time it's all about, accepting, yep, cool, that's going to happen. Put it aside, focus on this other stuff. Focus on what I need to focus on. We're Capricorns. It's a get through the day kind of, get shit done kind of energy. So sometimes we're needing to actually, yep, accept I have that inner knowing that, yes, that's going to happen. Trusting your inner knowing, trusting your intuition, but still being able to set that aside and get on with it anyway. and instead of putting too many eggs into that basket, okay, is kind of what I'm getting here, Capricorn. But we'll have a look with the lenormand, because this is going a little bit astray from actual love. Next important love and romance for Capricorn. What's the most important things coming in for Capricorn with love and romance, please? Oh, interesting. Clarify, why is that important for Capricorn with love and romance? How does that relate to love and romance for Capricorn, please? How is that important for love and romance? Okay, interesting. Once again, it's getting a little bit sidetracked here, Capricorn. So, you're more than welcome to check your other placements. We do have the Fox is coming through with the birds and the whip. Okay. So with the birds and the whip, the birds, straight away I'm feeling that there's a conversation, but with the whip, this is a conflict, like a conflict. It's a drama. It's a fight, a quarrel, an argument that's taking place here. An upcoming argument that you're going to be having with somebody. We do see the Fox coming through here as well. So, you may be having an argument with somebody because they're being a player, because they feel like you're being a player. But I feel like more than anything, I feel like this is just you and advice to you on being very intelligent, being very clever, saying what you need to say, and nothing more, nothing less. For some of you, it's like being very clever about how you're approaching this argument, and saying, not necessarily saying what you need to say, but saying what this person needs to hear from you. Being very clever, being very, like you can even see in this Fox, he's a bit sneaky. He's a bit of a sneaky salesman type person here. This is that that car salesman that look, he's taking a selfie, he's looking at his phone, he's not actually interested in this conversation, in this fight, but he's interested in what he can get out of it, and the way that he'll say whatever he has to say to get himself out of that situation and out of trouble. And I feel like you need to play that a little bit here, Capricorn. Be a little bit of a salesman, where you say what needs to say, say whatever you need to say to get yourself out of that conflict a little bit here. Keep yourself separate a little bit to that drama, that conflict. It can be a little bit of a manipulative energy, but I don't really like to use the manipulative stuff. No one wants to be seen as being manipulative or whatnot, but it's all about focusing on your own survival here, Capricorn. So making sure that you're getting what you need out of the situation, that you're not allowing this conflict, this argument to take advantage of you in any way, to twist your words in any way. I'm getting here as well. The reason that this relates to love, and the reason that you need to know this in regard to love, we have the clover and the clouds, as well as the tree. So it's like, it's kind of this energy of like, you need to know about this, because this person that's being argumentative, being conflicting, giving this drama, they're trying to kind of confuse you and cloud your judgment a little bit. That's why you're needing to be so independent and self-actualized when it comes to this conflict, holding yourself separate to the drama a little bit there, taking a chance on your thoughts, is what I'm seeing with the clover and the clouds there, taking a chance on your own way of thinking about things, the way that you think about things. We do see anxiety come through with the clouds once again. So, but I do feel as though there's something about this quarrel. It's trying to play on your anxieties, play on your worries, trying to make you, trying to cloud your judgment, trying to tell you that your intuition is wrong. Okay, so you may understand something about this quarrel, this fight, this argument. You may understand something and have this inner knowing that this person's only doing this just to stir drama. But if you try to call them out on that, no, that's not going to work. I feel like you just rely on your inner knowing and use that to hold yourself separate to this and be like, no matter how much they're trying to stir me up here and no matter how much they're trying to confuse me with what they're saying or whatever, I'm just taking a chance on my own thoughts being, my own logic, my own reason, my own intuition, my own inner knowing. I'm not going to let them make me anxious or worried about this situation because they're just trying to start drama, I feel, for a lot of you here. Focus on yourself. We have the tree as well there. Okay, so it's all about learning how to focus on yourself and get what you need out of a situation, no matter how much people are trying to put you into conflicting thoughts, confusion, drama, arguments, dragging you into arguments, trying to make you anxious, trying to make you worried that you don't know what you're talking about, that you don't have this intuition telling you this, that. Believe in yourself ultimately here, Capricorn. The tree is all about self and self-care, self-love, self-growth. You already know. You can feel the undercurrent, Capricorn, and trust your intuition before you trust this person that's trying to, just make you anxious, make you worried. Hold yourself separate to that. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure why this is wanting to come through so heavily in a love question here, but obviously that's the next important thing happening for you in love. So for some of you, this may be, somebody that you're romantically connected to that is trying to confuse you, trying to make you worried and anxious. It's kind of that energy of, they're trying to play games a little bit. They're trying to, if I tell Capricorn that I'm going to leave them, Capricorn will get all worried and anxious and they'll do, they'll do whatever it takes to make sure I don't leave them. And Capricorn's like, I can see through that. Like, you're not going to leave me. I know you're not going to leave me. You're just trying to get your way, that kind of energy. So I'll leave that with you, Capricorn. It's going to pop up in your particular energy, and you'll probably work it out as it happens. But like I said, trust your intuition more than anything in this situation. All right, it'll show you the way through that. But more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements, see what's going on there as well. Moving on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Next important thing going on for Aquarius with love and romance. What's coming up next in love and romance for Aquarius? Ooh. Okay, I have a bit of a rough one coming through here, Aquarius. We do see love and strong affection. Okay, so for a lot of you, I feel as though a lot of you are already connected to this energy. You may already know straight away who this is, what this is going to be about. There's a lot of love there. There is love there. There is love and strong affection between the two of you here. But I have the competition, other woman card, and I also have the legal matters and disputes. card. This is given baby mama energy, okay, is what I'm picking up from this. So regardless of, genders involved here, this person's ex, I feel like this is this person's ex, reverse it as, flip it as need be. It may be your ex, trying to complicate things, trying to, it's a big thing in your current connection that this ex is trying to complicate things at the moment, or for some of you, it's not even the other person trying to complicate things. It's that it just having this person in existence complicates things for your person, because I am kind of picking up on this energy of a dispute going on between a baby mama, a baby daddy kind of thing, where it just puts your person into a bad mood because there's something going on with that. It's not necessarily directly impacting the connection. It's not necessarily directly impacting, you and this person, but it's like it just puts someone into a bad mood. It's like every time they have to deal with the ex and, hand over the children for custody time or whatever, it's just uncomfortable. It's just, it puts your person in a bad mood or something along those lines. It may make you in a bad mood, something like that. It's just coming through that there is a bit of competition. Like you feel like there's a bit of competition. You may feel as though, for some of you, there may be this energy of feeling as though they still have feelings for this other person. But for majority of you, I'm getting baby mama. I keep hearing baby mama drama. Okay, so whether that's your person who's the baby mama or someone else there, but it just feels like that's what it's connected to for a lot of you. But there is love and strong affection between you and this person. It's just being, it's just got this background influence of this happening for you there, that there's something happening where just causing a bit of drama, stress around the situation. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius? Next big important thing for Aquarius in love and romance. Clarify that third card. Clarify that third card for Aquarius, please. Okay, yeah, so we have the garden. It's coming through pretty much exactly what I've already said. Pardon. So like, the garden is like the handover time where, they swap custody of the child, or they have to meet with the ex. They have to meet the ex halfway, try to both get on board of what we're going to do for the children, or for some of you, even if there's not children involved, they may still be going through a divorce settlement, those sorts of things as well. It is telling me that, that they may have to, attend some sort of mediation, some sort of meeting, some sort of proceedings, some sort of event involved with this ex person. We do see the rider, so that kind of changes things. Whatever's happening there, whenever they meet this person, it's like, this brings news to you sort of energy. So you're just hearing secondhand about what's happening. And so, like I said, it feels like with that rider energy, it's just like your person comes to you with a bad mood because, or their mood has changed, or you're just picking up on something in this person's energy every time they, come into contact with this ex. You pick up on something in their energy, and you kind of, for some of you, there is this energy of you. I feel like some of you may be wondering, are they still have feelings for this person? Because, every time they see that person, they act differently, or they, there's just something for a lot of you there. But for others of you, it's just that energy of every time they see that person, they come back to me in a horrible mood, and then I got to deal with it, that kind of thing. We do have the cross coming through there as well. So it does put a bit of extra strain on the relationship with you and this person. But this is just sounds, but it's like, this is just how, it's just part and parcel of how this is supposed to be for this situation. It's part of destiny here, that there is a destiny that you have to deal with this situation. That we do though see that was clarified by the tree. So there is a very spiritual lesson for you here in amongst all of this. Okay, there is a very, a spiritual thing about your destiny coming up from all this. And it's kind of like, I feel like you're kind of maybe questioning yourself as, is this my destiny to deal with this constantly? Do I want this to be a part of my, who I am, part of myself, that I deal with this all the time, that I have to put up with this all the time? Because it does feel like it may be an ongoing thing, between your person and the past person. And it's kind of like, do I focus on myself? Should I, is there something I can do where I can take better care of myself? And it's kind of questioning you on a spiritual level of, is this really what you want to deal with? Is this, is this doing yourself the highest service by being in this situation? Because the tree asks us to question, our self-growth, our own healing. For some of you, it's creating a bit of a burden in the relationship, because you're asking yourself, is my person completely healed from the past? But it just feels like some spiritual questions, and that's the bulk of this here for you, Aquarius, is that yes, ultimately, that yes, there is a lot of love and a strong affection between you and this person, but I'm just getting that, it puts you into, is this enough? Is this what I truly want my destiny to play out as? Am I able to do this long term? Do I deserve more? Is this just how our family is? Because I feel like there's a question too for a couple of you of like, what happens if I have a child to this person? And it changes that dynamic all over again. Is that something, it's just bringing up some questions for you. And that seems to be the bulk of it here. The next important thing for you is that you are facing some internal questioning, some spiritual questioning, whether this is something that you perceive in the long term on a spiritual connection for yourself. Is this part of your family tree? Is this part of you? Is this you taking the best possible care of yourself? Or is there something else that needs to be healed, grow from this situation there? Okay, so I can't answer those questions for you, Aquarius. It's very personal with the tree coming through there, and the cross as well there. It is very personal. Your spiritual journey is your own. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, check your persons, cross-watch their placements and see what's coming through for them. But for now, I'm going to move on over to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. What's the next important thing happening for Pisces in love and romance? Pisces, next important thing for Pisces in love and romance, please. That was way too many. I will have a look at them though and see if they match what we're seeing here. I do have a... Okay, so they do kind of match a little bit here. All right, so I'm giving you these extra cards as well, Pisces. So the first card we have, because I do feel as though they've even fallen out in the same order as what I've seen with what I've drawn. So grass is greener, possibilities. Okay, and the one that flew out that matches that, we have spiritual awakening, realizations. Okay, so you, Pisces, starting to realize that the grass is greener, that there is more possibilities for you out there rather than for some of you what you've experienced before. You're having these realizations of, the grass is greener. And I feel like, because what I'm seeing here next, we have the Storm card, turmoil's coming ahead. Okay, and then we have the Player card, strategic. All right, so I do feel for a lot of you, this is what's going on here, is this Player, strategic, storm kind of energy, this turmoil energy. This is what you've been through in the past, but there is like a test coming back around, or the same person, even for some of you coming back around here, that but because you've been through this energy of, my possibilities are greater. I feel like that's why this is a test for you, Pisces. It's just kind of like, do you know what? I've been through this before. I've been through this storm energy before. I've dealt with players and these strategic people in the past, and I'm not willing to accept that again. The grass is greener elsewhere. I'm not willing to accept this stale, dead grass that I already know how that goes. I do feel as though this storm player energy, for a lot of you, this is something you've dealt with in the past. And it's coming back around again into your life in the near future, as kind of like, it does feel like it's some sort of a test for you, Pisces. For some of you, it's going to be the same person. And for others of you, it's like same person but with a different face. So it's like a whole new person, but it's the same energy as a past person. And you're like, do you know what? I've been through my realization that I deserve more than that. I've been through my realization that possibilities are greater than this for me. And I'm not going to tie myself into that energy when I know that that doesn't work for me, is what I'm kind of feeling. And then we do see unexpected all of a sudden. So, that storm passing, I feel like passing through that storm is where the lightning really strikes for you here. It's kind of like you pass that test and then lightning strikes here and shows you that, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. As long as you I feel like for a lot of you passing that test, and then all of a sudden, relationship, connecting. All of a sudden there's, the grass is greener elsewhere. I'm not going to settle for, something I've had that's the same as what I've had before. And then all of a sudden, after you've said, no, thank you, next, then the next actually comes along very unexpectedly for a lot of you. And you do start connecting to a new possibility. So I do feel for a lot of you, there's this two people energy here, this dual possibility energy here. For a lot of you, there's this possibility of someone returning, or the same energy returning to you, and you sort of turning that down and then saying, no, I'm happy to wait. And then all of a sudden that brings in somebody new as well. Okay, so we'll have a look with the lenormand here, Pisces. Next big important thing for Pisces in love and romance. Clarify that second and third card, please. Clarify the second and third card. Yeah, same thing. It's the same message in a different format. Firstly, we have the fish coming through. You can see in this particular fish energy card, we have a lot of fish, a lot of possibilities. The possibilities are endless for you, Pisces. There's a lot of, you're having this realization that there's an abundance of possibility available to you when it comes to love. You're not needing to settle for one particular fish. You've got so many different fish that are available to you in the energy there. So we do see the fox and the whip coming through next there. Okay, so I feel like this is you being smart. You being very, very smart. You can see even in this fox card, I feel like he personifies the fox card so well, this deck. This is a brand new deck, the Kawaii Lenormand, and I love this imagery for the fox. It really does personify it greatly for me. I really love this energy. But this is you being very smart, thinking about your own survival here, focusing on what you need to focus on. work over here. You know, whatever that is for you, you know, you focusing on yourself. It may just be the selfie mirror turned on, taking a good pose photo there. You know, but it's all about focusing on yourself and what you need to survive, not necessarily looking around at all these options around you. You're not looking at the fish around you. You're looking at, you know, your reflection in the phone, or your business stuff here. You know, you're being very clever, being very smart about the way that you're dealing with things, very intelligent, very independent, putting yourself first. I really like this energy for you as the fox energy today. It is a bit of a player. They can be a little bit of a player, play games here, but I feel as though this is you being very smart about how you're playing these games, because we have the whip here, which is, you know, definitely could be somebody coming in with that energy of, I'm just trying to start drama, or I'm just trying to start a bit of a fight with Pisces here. But Pisces is facing the other way. Pisces is focused on themselves and looking after themselves, and you're being very clever about the way that you're dealing with arguments, the way that you're dealing with people trying to start drama, conflict, those sorts of things. I do have that clarified by the dog energy there, so that shows me that that's a friendly fox. Okay, sometimes that fox can be a little bit of a negative card, but the dog's coming through, you know, with the fox being there, it really does show us that rather than the fox, you know, being self-serving, the fox is being very, you know, independent and focusing on its own survival, because the dog shows us that you're having a lot of loyalty to yourself, to, you know, understanding and compassion for yourself, understanding. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is understanding that this person is just trying to cause you drama. They're just trying to, you know, stir the pot a little bit here, create drama where there is none, create an argument for argument's sake, and you're sort of staying loyal to focusing on yourself and not taking it on board too much, kind of like, I don't need to deal with this. I got all these other fish I can deal with. Why would I want to deal with this fish that's trying to cause me drama? Okay, so that's a really good way for you to be looking at things at the moment, focusing on being a friend to yourself first and foremost, not worrying about, you know, these player type energies that are trying to play strategic games with you by the way that they come through, starting dramas and trying to bring conflict to your table. You're kind of just like, I got bigger fish to fry over here with that fish energy. All right, so I love that for you, Pisces. It's actually really positive for you to be moving forward in love there. So there definitely was that potential upcoming thing, but it's a matter of just getting through this shitstorm in the first place, okay? And then we'll see something coming through for you afterwards. But that's what we've got for you, Pisces. More than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch anyone else's placements that you would like. But for now, we'll move on over to our Aries. Aries. Okay, next important things coming through for Aries in love. I did have one pop out already, but I do feel as though that I said it was right as I said Aries. So I'm like, I feel like that's just for you yourself. We'll have a look. Aries. What's coming through for love and romance in Aries? Next important stuff Aries needs to know about love and romance. Okay. I'll have a look at that other one as well. Okay, so that one that popped out for you, we have home, foundation. Okay, so securing yourself within yourself. You know, home is where the heart is, and you sort of getting in touch with your home, yourself, your heart, and being stable just within yourself here, Aries. I love that for you, because we do see peace as well. That kind of jumped on out as well. So finding peace wherever you find that within yourself. Where, you know, home is where the heart is. Home is where you feel safe and peaceful. Finding that within yourself, and building a foundation in peace in the future here. We do have a twin flame divine connection popping out for you as well, Aries. But we also have the lies and keeping secrets. energy. So I'm definitely wanting to clarify those two in particular. Doing it a little bit different for you here, Aries. I do feel as though I need to clarify those actual cards themselves rather than getting another general sort of message here. Clarify the twin flame energy for Aries, please. And clarify the keeping secrets energy for Aries, please. Why is that a secret? Why is that a secret or a lie? Is that coming from Aries or being given to Aries? Is that being kept from Aries or for Aries? Oh, okay. Aries. And I really should trust my own intuition a little bit more sometimes, because I feel like this is why I specifically was drawn to check those two energies, because I did get a storyline that was popping up immediately within myself here, but I was like, I'll go through the cards because I don't want my personal bias to have any control over the storyline that we're seeing for you here, Aries, because I have one of my one of the big loves in my life is an Aries, and I myself am very aware of this divine connection between so there is a personal, it is quite personal to me here as well, and I'm also an Aries moon, so even more so. But I'm not wrong. It is pretty much the exact same as my personal situation. Okay, because with that twin flame divine connection card, we see somebody else, Aries. We see this bear and this woman. Okay, and I do feel that for a lot of the Aries watching, flip it as needed. Flip it as needed, Aries, because the woman knows. Because I don't normally read the gender in these cards, but I am picking up on the gender in these cards, and the twin flame over here belongs with this bear and woman, all right, and the keeping secrets and the lies belongs over here with this masculine. Okay, I have both of them on the table, the male and the feminine, like the male and the female. So whether you're the female or the masculine, I'll leave that up to you to decide how you need to flip that or whatever, because and keeping in mind too that we don't normally genderize that a woman can embody masculine traits, and same as the male, they can be read as a female, and whereas a female can be read as a male. So you'll know by the situation which one is you, because this woman is the bear. Okay, this woman is aware that you and this person are twin flames. You and this person have a divine connection. This woman is aware of that. This woman knows that. Okay. And the woman is the bear. Okay, so, I know for myself in my personal situation, this is 1,000% me, because I do personify the bear for myself in my own personal readings. I do even have the bear symbol tattooed on my finger. Okay, so the bear is my soul. I have soul, mind, and heart tattooed on my fingers, represented by lenormand symbols, and the bear is what I connect to soul. The bear is very strong, powerful, standing in your own power. This feminine, she may, it may be a masculine, because the bear and the feminine together, they're both very nurturing though. They're both very, you know, the mama bear, but the business bear, the strong, powerful one as well. So it may be you know, it may be a feminine very muchly like myself, who, you know, I'm ultimately a Capricorn, so I am very controlling, demanding. I have high expectations. You know, I can come across as very, you know, to certain people, you know, so I can be a little bit intimidating with my bear energy there. But ultimately, the bear is nurturing, and the bear is like that because they're trying to nurture the most positive outcomes here. You know, it's that energy of, you know, a Capricorn. They might tell you what to do, but it's because they know that this is going to help, that this is going to be a really good outcome. Tangent, okay? But I do associate the bear quite often with Aries, Leo, and Capricorn. So this woman may actually be one of those signs or have strong placements in one of those as well. Pardon me. Now, when we see the lies, the keeping secret, I don't really like the lies. I don't like the word lies. It's not necessarily a huge, big lie. I feel like for this person, it's more self-deception. They're keeping a secret, okay? They're keeping this secret. For a lot of them, it's from themselves, okay? I did sort of show you already. We do have the masculine on this side, confirming whether this is, you know, which side of the story this is. So we know that that's in opposition to the person who's aware of this being a very divine connection. But they came through with the heart as well. Now look at this card. I absolutely adore this imagery. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm in love with this deck. It's a brand new deck, the Kawaii deck. I love that particular image. So this is what the man is keeping secret. Their heart, their love, their unconditional, you know, the truth. I feel like they know this truth, but, you know, somewhere deep within them, they know this truth, but they're keeping it secret, maybe even from themselves, because, you know, we do see their main energy here. We have the ring. So for a lot of them, you know, they may be telling themselves, or they may appear to have trouble with commitment. They may appear to, you know, not want a commitment. They may be telling themselves they want to keep their options open, that there's plenty of fish in the sea for them. But, you know, that once again, that's a lie. That's a self-deception, that this person is telling them that they have all these different options, that they have all these different potential relationships. They may not want a relationship, but deep down, that's what they're hiding. That is what they're keeping secret. The opposite is true, that this person wants a commitment and they want that one fish. You know, whichever fish is this bear, they want that fish. They know that that's their fish. They're for some reason, they're keeping that secret from themselves as well. I feel that they know deep down that that is their fish, and they are for some reason in denial about that. They're trying to tell themselves, no, I need to play the field. I need to, you know, I need to find my abundance elsewhere. You know, I've got this wealth of options available to me. They keep saying, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. I've just got to find the right fish. They know, deep down, they know they've found the right fish already. They're denying it for some reason. They're keeping it a secret even from themselves. So it is what it is. At the moment, you know, you, Aries, focusing on, you know, stabilizing your own foundation, finding your inner peace, whether or not you're the one keeping this secret from yourself or you're the one who's already aware of that and you're trying to nurture this connection. You know, I will get one more here just to see if we can see any potential near future outcome coming, like because we're looking for, you know, we're looking for next important things with love and romance, and so this is obviously the next important thing for you in love and romance. So for some of you, the awareness of this, that you're keeping this secret from yourself, and for others of you, the you know, that's what I'm trying to decipher a little bit more. What exactly is the important thing about this? This is the story, but what's the important thing or action or whatever about this for Aries, please? the sun and the key. Okay, so the next important thing is that being revealed, that coming to light, this person admitting it to themselves, bringing it to light, realizing that this person, this other, this bear energy is where their happiness truly lies. We do have the key as well, so they're getting ready to open up their heart, open up to their own heart, unlock the door to their heart, open up to new opportunities with revealing this to themselves, finding success and happiness with the bear energy here. So I'm not going to say I told you so. Like I said, the feminine knows. Feminine already knows, has known, but I feel like for a lot of the feminines, you're probably in the same boat as me, where, you have to accept and just allow things to happen the way that they need to happen. You can't, having to understand that you can't force things. Even if you've tried, you cannot force another person to stop lying to themselves. Especially with twin flame energy. Okay, twin flame energy, Aries. If you don't know much about the twin flame stuff, I suggest looking into it because we have had twin flames pop up for you quite frequently, just from my own personal knowledge of my own personal situation. It does pop into the Aries collective quite frequently. The twin flames need to go into separation. It's all about, individually growing, maturing, so that we can come back into that union where things are actually much better, much different. It's like, two people, when they first meet, one of them or both of them may even recognize that they are twin flames, but for whatever reason, it's not the right time. It's not, things happen, whatever, life gets in the way, there's a separation. Each of them need to go on their own individual paths for a little while so that they can grow, heal from, trauma, those sorts of things, learn more about themselves, learn more about the twin flame connection and the fact that you guys mirror the hell out of each other in different, it's like a reflection of your own self in a lot of ways, your own traumas in a lot of ways as well. A lot of the time, that's why we go into separation with a twin flame, is because, they do mirror ourselves. They reflect the things about ourselves that we may not be happy with, the things that we still need to heal within ourselves is generally reflected from the twin flame, can trigger each other quite heavily. So it's a rough one sometimes for a lot of people. But there is this ultimate goal of, once we have healed and grown to a certain point, that we can come back together and continue that growth and healing together. And it's like, the versions of yourself that first met, they go off individually and grow and evolve into completely new versions of that same person. They come back together and it's like a brand new relationship. It's a totally different thing. Don't allow the past of a twin flame connection to stop you from going back into that separation, the reunion of the twin flame, because it's a totally different thing once you both understand what's actually happening within that connection. Okay, obviously that may not be for everybody. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements as well if you like, but that's what we have for you, Aries. I'm going to move on over to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Next big important thing happening for Taurus in love and romance. Okay, love and romance. What's the next most important thing for Taurus in love and romance, please? Okay. Firstly, we have the mask energy, not showing our true self. Is that you or this person, Taurus? Somebody holding back a little bit, not showing the full extent of their full selves. we also have insecurities and self-esteem. So we can see straight away that that's exactly why someone is holding back, someone is hiding from the full truth of who they really, really are. It's not necessarily, I don't feel that this person's doing this in a negative way. It is coming from their insecurities and their self-esteem issues that, they're kind of fearful that if they show you the full extent of, who they really are, that you may not understand that, you may not like that, flip it as necessary here, Taurus. That may be you that has the insecurities, that may be your person. But we do see the reconciliation, rebuilding energy as well here, Taurus. So there's definitely the potential for you both to, reconcile this energy between you, reconcile the self-esteem issues and rebuild the connection in a stronger, way. So I do feel for a lot of you, you are already connected to this person. For some of you, this may be an ex as well. That you just didn't feel as though you just didn't really show this person the full extent of who you really are because of self-esteem issues, but there's the opportunity to reconcile this past relationship, or if you are currently in connection with this person, to rebuild this in a stronger way. So leveling up the connection, making it stronger, getting to know all those other little bits and pieces that have been hidden. Okay, learning more about each other, reconciling the self-esteem insecurities into who we truly are, and showing ourselves that, as well as our partner. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with love and romance? Next important thing in love and romance for Taurus. Good news. We have the rider coming through here. It's kind of all about, regardless of what those insecurities are, getting up on that horse and riding off into the sunset anyway, getting ready to move forward, and making, a lot of you, it's going to be very quick changes, forwards motion, putting, getting on that horse and really kicking it and giving it a spur kind of energy. We also have the cross and then the stars. So a very spiritual connection here. There's a very strong sense of destined connection between you and this person. Good news, destiny is on its way for you. Good news, your wishes are coming true. Your dreams are being manifested with this connection. Have hope and optimism here, Taurus. Everything that you desire from this connection, especially on a spiritual level, we're definitely heading into that sort of thing. I do feel the need to mention, with the stars and the cross right there together, I do feel the need to mention the Southern Cross. I understand that that's not necessarily visible to everybody. Here in Australia, that's definitely something, that's part of our, flag and all that stuff. We have the Southern Cross. So there may be something important between you and this person that has to do with, a cross in the stars, like looking at the stars and seeing a cross. I'm getting the Southern Cross, so I am getting references to, not only Australia but New Zealand there as well. There may be, there may be something important about, even if you're not connected, like I'm here in Australia, guys. So yes, for me that would be pretty irrelevant because nearly everyone I know is from Australia. But for someone else, this is for someone who's like overseas. I'm picking up that it may be someone in America, or the UK even. No, because I am picking up a bit of a cultural difference between you and this person too, because I am picking up on like I'm picking up on like an Indian person. Or I don't know, there's different cultures, different skin colors. but one of the people in the connection may have a connection to Australia or New Zealand somehow. Okay, and they may even say, like, because I'm picking up on someone saying something to you about, I was born under a southern sky, I was born under the Southern Cross, you were born under this, and we come together and this is our destiny. It's coming through very interestingly. But for some of you here, there was somebody, one of the people may have been born under the Southern Cross. Like, I am picking up on that randomly here as well. So if you're Australian like me, probably disregard that because, if you're born in Australia, of course you were. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be dealing with somebody else who's Australian if you're from Australia. Like, it's kind of like, duh. But there may be, for others of you, where this is for someone overseas, that if, there may be a connection to Australia or New Zealand with this person. Okay, so bit of a random one to pick up on that there, but that's what we've got for you, Taurus. You are more than welcome to, check your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements, whatnot, but going to move on to Gemini. Okay, so Gemini, important moment for Gemini. Okay, upcoming love and romance energy for Gemini. Next important love and romance energy for Gemini, please. Interesting. Firstly, I have the travel card. Experience new things. Okay, which is in a little bit of contrast to the safety and the comfort energy. Okay, so I am getting that for a lot of you, though, this is actual travel, and you may be meeting somebody while you're traveling. You may be trying to get out and experience new things, and you may be traveling. It may not be huge distances that you are traveling, but for some of you, it definitely is. Experiencing new things seems to be the key here, that you're getting out and about and experiencing new things and kind of finding a safety or a comfort in a person while you're experiencing these new things, or you're finding a sense of safety, comfort just in the experience. It's very contrasting energy, but it's somehow working really synchronous, like, I can't say that word, like in sync with each other. Like, it's a new experience, but at the same time it feels safe and comfortable for you. We also have non-committal, the independence card. So for some of you, you're traveling by yourself. Some of you are involving with a person, in a casual kind of fling energy here, finding safety in, having someone to share the experience with, even if you're not, not, because it's not feeling like, I'm not going to marry this person. I'm not going to, be with this person. For some of you, it's like you're traveling and that there's too much of a distance between you and this person for there to be anything long term in any way. So there's sort of this element of non-committal between you and this person, but you're still finding safety and comfort, by sharing the experience with this person in some way. It's part of the experience is this person. If this person is kind of helping, because I'm getting this energy of, like, you're going and trying something new. You're going and trying like rock climbing or something, right? And then it wouldn't be the same if you didn't have the person at the bottom guiding you and telling you where to step and, holding the rope, knowing that you're safe and comfortable to have this new experience. You are finding a lot of comfort in this person, a safety in this person somehow. So they may just be guiding you, through the new experience. They may be like, but it's obviously there's a bit more of a connection than just, you know, a teacher kind of thing. There's something else there with the love and the romance, but it's not heavy. It's not a heavy commitment type thing. I just feel safe and comfortable with this person to being there to guide me, to help me, to be a part of the experience is what I'm kind of feeling. Gemini, next important thing for Gemini in love and romance, please. Oh, I love this for you. We have the ship, travel, coming out very strong for you. The starting new journeys, experiencing new things, traveling, definitely coming through strong for you today, Gemini. So for a lot of you, this is actual traveling. You know, once again, it may not be huge distances, but it's getting out and about, trying new things, starting a new journey of yourself, within yourself, of, you know, being a person who does try this and who has tried that. You know, we have the tree. That's that safety, that comfort. You're comfortable in the way that you're growing yourself. You're looking after yourself. This is, you know, you're looking after yourself by having these, you know, independent, non-committal comforts around you. And it's it's a way of looking after yourself along the journey. All right. And we do also see the stork. Okay, so the stork is a very interesting energy in this new deck here, because we do see very, very different energy with the stork to what we've seen in previous decks. So this stork, this is the energy of packing your bags, getting ready to go. You know, so things are starting to stir up for you, and this travel, these experiences, it's like they are what's packing your bags. It's like it's packing yourself with experience so that you're ready to, you know, enter into new phases of your life after that. Okay, you kind of the experience, you're packing in as many experiences as you can, so you can take another journey after this, into a new area of your life. Okay, so for some of you, it's all about the experience at the moment, and then, you know, we will see changes coming through, new directions after you've had these experiences sort of under your belt. All right, it's all about the experience, and you know, some of you definitely traveling. I'm getting some of you like literally doing, you know, backpacking, traveling type travels at the moment, or about to embark on a backpacking journey kind of thing. So it's a lot of you, it's big travel. So, but for some of you, it's not. It's just more about the experiences, packing in the experiences at the moment, Gemini, when it comes to love and romance, and that's the priority for you, it seems. Okay, you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. You know, cross-watch your person. We'll move on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Love and romance for our Cancers. Next important thing for Cancer in love and romance. Next moment of importance for Cancer with love and romance, please. I did have one pop out already, Cancer, but I feel like that's where we're at at the present. We have healing and releasing. Okay, so I feel like that's the phase you've been in when it comes to love. You've been healing and releasing things. You can kind of see straight away we have very similar imagery, very similar colors in these three cards. We're moving into a phase here. We have magnetic attraction and passion. We have insecurities and self-esteem. We also have hookup, one night stand. I feel like this is part of your healing process, Cancer, that, you know, while you're trying to heal your self-esteem and your insecurities, that I feel like a lot of you are doing it via passion and hooking up and one night stands and trying to not put too much stock into love and romance at the moment. It feels like it's part of your healing process to remind yourself that you are attractive and that you are worthy of affection, and you're releasing past hurts when it comes to love and relationships, and just focusing on, you know, physical attraction, focusing on hookups, one night, you know, short-term fling type things. But be aware, though, that it is coming from your self-esteem issues, that you are, you know, because I am getting this energy of like a short-term fix, a little patch. I feel better about myself when, you know, this person makes me feel good. And it feels like it's a bit of a short-term patch for you here. So for some of you, you may also be healing from that behavior, those sorts of behaviors as well. Because it does feel like it's more to do with your insecurities and your self-esteem rather than your truth and what you really want out of love and romance. Okay, so I know that can be a little bit confronting there, Cancer, but it does feel like that sort of energy. Cancer, what's going on for Cancer with love and romance? Next important thing for Cancer with love and romance. Okay. I'll just show you firstly here. I've got the sun, which brings things to light, reveals things. So I'm just wanting some clarification here, Cancer. What's being revealed to Cancer here? What exactly is being revealed to Cancer? And who is this person to Cancer? Oh, okay, thank you. I don't need to get a card for that. I do need another clarifier. What is the question I need to ask? So we have the sun, which brings things to light, okay? There is something specifically that brings something to light, okay? Because we have the birds and then the woman, okay? So, and the woman is coming through as that hookup, that one night stand, that temporary, you know, short-term fix. Something that they say. The birds is about conversations, okay? So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like there's something that this person, because I feel as though they say it very just in conversation, very offhand, but to you, it actually reveals something to you about yourself. It's very revealing. It brings something to light. The way, and I don't feel as though this woman, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a woman either, guys. It's you know, the woman is just representing this hookup, this one night stand in this situation. There's a lot of passion between you and this person for sure, but it is just a temporary thing. And something that they say, or the way that they say something, or, you know, I feel like they just say something offhand and it makes you kind of go off on a tangent in your own self and make you realize certain things. Maybe makes you realize that you are just having these hookups out of your insecurities for some of you. But you know what it's showing you here is the anchor. So it's kind of showing you that that it's a hard energy, that you're more weighed down by something than you realize. You're more stuck on something than you realize, that you're not quite as healed as you actually thought you were, that you're stuck in this pattern of this thinking that you only want these temporary things because you haven't actually healed completely. Well, how about we just clarify once again what's being revealed to Cancer here. Yeah. And what's the truth? What's the truth for Cancer, please? Okay, that's not helping. That's just telling me Cancer will know. I'll ask with these cards. What does Cancer actually want? What's the truth of what Cancer wants with love and romance? What's the truth of what Cancer wants with love and romance, please? Ooh, there's a truth here, Cancer. Are you ready to hear it? The truth of what you want with love and romance. We have the reconciliation card, the rebuilding card. You want love, and you want it with, there's a person, there's an ex. There's an ex. You've been trying to heal and release this, but there's a reason that you haven't been able to, because you do truly want love with this ex. The love card, it also does talk about signs and meanings. There's a deeper meaning to why there's a reconciliation here with this. There's a deeper meaning to why your insecurities are pushing you towards short-term things as well. There's a deeper meaning to that. But I feel as though, the universe has been trying to send you signs as well to show you that you need to reveal this to yourself somehow. And for a lot of you, this is where that sign is coming from. This hookup, this one-night stand is going to say something indirectly. They're not going to know what they're saying. They're not going to know what it means to you on the deeper level. The true meaning of what they've said, or what they've, what it means to you. It's going to make you, I feel like it's going to bring that truth to light within yourself, that, you've been holding back, that you've been stuck on this ex, and you're more stuck on this ex than you realize. And it's bringing to light the lilies as well. It's making you be a little bit more emotionally intimate with yourself, and it's making you realize the truth of what you want long term. And what you want long term is this reconciliation, Cancer. Okay, so take that as it resonates, guys. That may not be for everyone within the collective. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements, that sort of stuff as well. I'm going to just take a quick pause and move on to Leo. Okay, Leo, what's coming up for you in love and romance? Next important thing for Leo in love and romance, please. Ooh, Leo. I'm seeing your hidden energy at the bottom. You've probably recently had a heartbreak, or still have been healing from a heartbreak. Okay, but the main energy we have for you here, we have the good time sex card. Okay, Leo, having a good time, focusing on some physical encounters, but it's actually maybe possibly leading you somewhere else, because we do have the soulmate, everlasting energy coming through here. Okay, so this, you may think, you know, initially it may just start off as a physical connection. But then we do see that there will be, you know, deeper meaning coming through from that. We have meanings and signs, you know, and love for you there, Leo. A deeper meaning behind this good time, okay? It may lead to something important for you here, Leo. Let's have a look with the lenormand. Leo, next important thing for Leo in love and romance, please. Here's that sign again. Yeah. Definitely a person, very stable person. The hidden energy here, we have the masculine and the house. Okay, so they're a very stable new beginning for you, one way or another. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of fear coming from you, though, Leo, with that heartbreak that you've probably still, you know, recently healed from here. We do have the crossroads. Okay, so that's that sign. There's the signpost right there. Okay, telling us to, you know, make a choice, make a decision. Do we want to allow this to evolve to something more? I feel like some of you, you know, this person, we have the letter, communication. Okay, so for a lot of you, this person is going to communicate to you. Leo, I want you to make a decision. Is this just physical, or can we actually make something out of this? This person may be putting you on the spot a little bit, I feel, for some of you here. They may be communicating to you, Leo, I want you to make a decision. Okay, or there may be, for some of you, there may be a sign coming through just in your general life. There may be a sign, because I feel like for some of you, this sign comes first, that you see a sign to yourself that it's time for me to go out and have a bit of fun, you know, meet new people, that sort of thing. Because we do also have the garden coming through there as well, which is my date card, going on dates, getting out and about, spending time with people, getting to, you know, just hanging out with people. It can be, you know, those hookup kind of energy once again. So you're kind of making this decision that, you know, it's time to, you know, get out and about, start meeting up with people. But there's definitely a potential coming through with that, you know, you may just think it's sex and a good time. You may just think it's a casual kind of thing, but there's some sort of sign that there's something more here with this person, or there could potentially be. But ultimately, I feel like, Leo, that's the ball's in your court with that one. It's up to you whether you actually want to leave. I am feeling that for some of you, you're just feeling not like, I'm not willing to entertain soulmate everlasting stuff at the moment, and I want to just focus on the good time. It may lead to more for you, though. This person, you know, would be a really solid possible potential partner for you. They definitely would be a solid option. But some of you, I feel like you're just sort of not going to go that way. You're just going to stay in the casual frame of mind and say, okay, things are getting a bit too real with you. I'm going to move on forward with somebody else and try a different area. Like, I'm just picking up on that intuitively, but, you know, we are definitely seeing that there is potential for everlasting, you know, with somebody that's coming through as a short-term thing in the near future. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, see what's coming out in those for you, you know, cross-check other people's placements as well. But going to move on over to Virgo. Okay, Virgo, love and romance. Next important thing for Virgo in love and romance, please. Interesting. I'm going to take that as well. Firstly, like, I'm going to read these backwards for you here, Virgo, because the first card, the third card is reading them backwards for you, because I feel like we need to talk about this first. We have the regrets and the mistakes energy here. I feel like that's your current kind of energy, that you're feeling regretful, you're feeling like you've made a mistake in the past when it comes to love, that you're not sure if you have made a mistake, if you may have some sort of regret about, what if this had happened? What if I didn't do that? What if, there is a bit of lingering regret there, Virgo. Okay, it's not feeling very overwhelming. It's not feeling like it's affecting things. I feel like that's just lingering within you, and you maybe needing to, I feel like that's coming up just to ask you to look at that within yourself. And is that stopping you from finding true happiness and bliss here? We have happiness and bliss card coming through. But I am feeling that those energies are very separate, okay? So I feel like that regrets, mistakes energy is just within you yourself currently, and it's maybe holding you back from full happiness, because I do feel that this happiness is connected to an actual person, and you do have the signs and meanings card. Okay, so there has been signs. The universe has been trying to talk to you, Virgo. There is a deeper meaning to why you're holding on to this regret, and you need to ask for the sign of is this just holding me back from happiness, or do I have that regret for another reason? Is there another deeper meaning behind that regret? We do have the music and inspiration card coming through as well. So for a lot of you, those signs are coming through music, definitely. All right. So, certain songs that may remind you of a certain feeling or a certain person, certain songs that, if you're wanting to embrace a new connection or a current connection, maybe attaching music to that connection. Pardon me. There's the need for you to attach music to help yourself see the signs and understand whether the universe is trying to push you towards the past regretful energy, or push you towards a separate connection altogether, because they are separate. The regrets are connected to a past connection. The bliss and happiness is connected to a current or a future connection here. And I feel like this is up to you to attach music to each of those. Okay, so if it's a past person, you probably already have certain songs that remind you of that person. New or current person, try to attach songs or music to that person, or to a potential new person, to help you understand which direction you need to move in here, Virgo. I do feel that for majority of you, though, that past regrets and stuff is just coming up because it's holding you back from, fully embracing happiness. I don't feel as though that's the right direction for a majority of you at all. It's just asking you to look at that within yourself. Virgo, next important thing happening for Virgo in love and romance, please. Yeah, so pretty much mostly what we've said already. We do have the whip coming through there with the scythe in the middle. Okay, so the scythe shows us there's the need to take some sort of decisive action, make a sudden change, unexpectedly breaking free from this regret, this past conflict, fighting within yourself. Because, what is regret but, self-punishment, self-conflict? It's all, feeling as though you've made a mistake in the past. This is conflict within yourself. This is the whip energy. So we're needing to make a sudden break from that, cut that out sort of energy, make an unexpected change towards the child energy, okay? And the child energy is all about innocence. It's all about that bliss and happiness, not blocking, cutting that out so you can, stop blocking your own happiness here, Virgo. Focus on the new beginnings for yourself with the child energy. You've got a lot of room to grow with the new beginning here. Okay, it's looking at the new stuff in your life as though that's a brand new adventure for you to embark on. You know, looking at it with a very, you know, a sense of adventure and a sense of joy, happiness, optimism. Okay, hope for the future here. So I do feel for a lot of you the future is bright, definitely, with this new or existing connection. It's just a matter of you sort of cutting out the BS and cutting out those past regrets or mistakes and having a look at that within yourself and asking yourself why you're holding on to that so that you can sort of break free from that energy here, Virgo. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, cross-watch your person's placements and, you know, see what's coming out for those as well. Leave a comment. Let me know how that resonated for you. Like and subscribe, guys, and hopefully I will see you all again soon.